Hi everyone, and welcome to our third and final card for our February Cards to Go, featuring the Forever Fern bundle from the annual Stampin' Up! Catalog. So we've made cards 1 and 2, and I apologize if you got 2 emails about card 2. I think I had a little delivery issue and I resent it, so I apologize if you got 2, but if you only got 1, yay, I'm glad I resent it. So let's move on to card number 3. Let's see what it looks like. So this is card number 3 in our series of 3 for the Forever Fern bundle for February. Cards to go. Remember, these cards are $15 plus $3 postage if I need to mail them to you, or free with your $50 purchase in February. And this is the set that we're using, the Forever Flourishing dies and the Forever Fern stamps, and I believe that's bundled. And this is my website. If you need to contact me, you can do it through there, or if you already happen to know my email or phone, feel free to contact me. I love talking to you anytime possible about crafting. Okay, remember, we did this card and we did this card, so card number 3. Now I am using a gold embellishment. This is your card kit, so you'll have your pretty peacock base. And what I want to tell you about the pretty peacock is it is one of the in colors for 2000, that will be retiring this year. These 4 colors plus anything you have in purple posy will no longer be available by the end of June this year. So that's Pretty Peacock, Terracotta Tile, Seaside Spray, which is really one of my favorites, and Rococo Rose. So we might be using those to give them some love in the next few months. Put these back. And remember, I talked about the gold accents. Now this is, I die cut this actually from a retired stamp set, but the gold accents that I've been talking about all along are shown on page 152 of your annual catalog. And I've tried to mimic the gold accents that are available. So this is the one I was going for today. And since I had this die, again, I knew I wouldn't have enough in here. If I was just doing my own, I would have plenty, but I didn't think I'd have enough in here to do cards to go for everybody. But I can cut as many of these as I need to. But these really do seem to dress up the card. So let's just start putting it together. Now we've got our pretty paper. I'm going to take my inside out and set it aside. Okay, we have our designer paper, which we may as well just put on the front. And this actually, of this whole pack of paper, this particular piece is my favorite. It doesn't look like it's directional. Pull it down a little. Try to get it straight. Again, really easy, just some assembly required. And remember, this is one of the greenery embossing folders. There were 2 embossing folders in this set. And this is part of the Forever Fern suite of products. We've used this one on this card. And now we're using this one on our card today. And we used them last month too. So evidently I really like them. They are not full-size embossing folders. They're only about 3 inches wide. And they fit in the new mini stamp cutting and embossing machine. Not really sure the exact words they use to call that. Okay, we just want to overlap this a little bit. And put on our gold accent. And again, as with our other leaves, we want to make sure we secure it well. Otherwise, these little leaves will pop up and maybe tear later. So just trying to get glue all over it. And I kind of want it faced like this. And now it just so happens that these stitched shapes dies fit perfectly. And these are my stitch shaped dies. And actually I have that one out because I've been cutting with it. But these are the stitch shaped dies. And that fit pretty perfectly. I'm going to leave it up in case I need to cut some more. That fit pretty perfectly over top of here. It's got a little bit of glue, but I'll be covering that up. Okay, so I'm going to today use the sentiment from the Many Mates set called Just Thinking of You. Now this is also available in the new January to June mini catalog. So here is the Many Mates. And the reason I wanted this is it's just all sentiments. So I thought I can always use sentiments because I want to make sure I have something that says what I want to say. So I'm going to use this Just Thinking of You. And I'm going to ink it up with my Pretty Peacock. Remember, the Pretty Peacock is going to be retiring. So anything associated, the Pretty Peacock paper, the Pretty Peacock ink, there might even be a Stampin' Blend in Pretty Peacock. And the same with Seaside Spray and the others too. Make sure, I guess it doesn't matter if it's upside down or not, because it's a circle, I can always turn it. There we go. No tracks like yesterday. Okay. Get rid of that for now. And I am again going to use dimensionals, but first I want to put down my ribbon. So, oh, it might be a little long, but I can trim it off. Now I am just going to use a piece of tape to put down my ribbon. I actually think I'll just use a piece of double-sided tape to secure it well. You could use tear tape, you could use whatever you wanted. And then I'm going to stick some dimensionals in the back of my circle. Oh, I'm going to finish this sheet up. Wow. Yes, believe it or not, I do that. Okay, and I'm going to try it again, folks. I'm going to try this little trick that I'm trying to... Whoa, look at that. Just when I thought I was getting better, I failed. There we go. There we go. I think it is easier than using my non-existent nails, but I still am not quite used to it. So put my sentiment over top. And for me, I think those tails are just a tad long, so I'm just going to give them and just a little shaping on the edge too. So you can decide how long you want yours. I've tried to give you a pretty good sized piece of ribbon. Okay, and the inside of this card, I've just stamped some leaves. So let's get a piece of paper. And I am going to, again, get a piece of scrap paper so I don't stamp off. Oops, there's a recipe. But it was too little for me to read. Okay, I used Pear Pizzazz on this. Get rid of my scissors. And I used this particular stamp. Do I have the right one? Pear Pizzazz. Yep. Just checking. Always good to check. And I just came in from the top. And then I inked it up and came in from the bottom. And to me, that looked just a tiny little bit drab. So I came back in with the Pretty Peacock and got these little spots. They're just cute for texture. And just stamped about 3 times. Stamp once full strength and then just keep going. And I think that's good for me. And now let me grab my mat, get rid of that, and the ink. we just need to finish assembling. Put it on my mat, as straight as I can get it. Put it on the inside of my card. And there we go. Our third and final card of our February cards to go. So the third, and I don't remember, I think we did this one first. On the other one I did had thanks on it, and then this was our first one. Okay, but I have an extra one of it. So these were our cards to go. If you're interested, just let me know. And I will get those right out to you. Or if you place a $50 or more order, I will just automatically send you this card kit. So I hope you like these. So now what I have to do is get my little brain working on what we're going to do for next month's cards to go. And I have so many ideas running around in my head that I can't catch one and get it done. So I'm just going to have to let them run around for a while and then try to catch one and get it done. And then I'll give you a preview of what's happening for next month. In the meantime, remember that I am going to later this month do a paper pumpkin unboxing and assembling and see what that's all about. Again, I haven't done one in several years, but it's probably a really nice way to make something pretty quick. There will be sheets of die cuts that you can punch out and use. They'll be pre-printed. They should be a stamp set. There will be an ink spot. And of course, there in this particular card kit, there will be 3 designs, 3 cards each, so enough to make 9 cards. For the paper pumpkin, it's not always cards. Sometimes it's gift bags or little boxes or whatever. So just curious. I just want to see what this is all about. So I will see what it's about and I'll share it with you. So take care, stay warm, and be well. Talk to you soon. Bye.